want to miss it when Marie is doing a DIY either.
I mean, I love Lori. Maybe she'll come DIY
Well,
with me.
she probably will.
Try to talk her
She's
into it.
multi-talented. Okay, but these are fantastic. You say we can create great home decor on a budget. Tell us about it.
Well, you know, it is the holidays, and so we're spending all this money on decorations, so I thought that it would be really fun to create something that basically costs nothing. It's seriously just some paper that is all you need to create this beautiful, and you know, this could be a centerpiece, it could be a mantlescape, it could be so many things, and look how chic and elegant this is.
I mean, it really is. It's amazing. And you say we just need some paper. So let's talk about the materials specifically.
Yes.
Obviously, you want to try and get as nice looking paper as you can for these to have a little pop.
That's just the scrapbook paper. And the thing about the scrapbook is that, for one, you really want it to be the same on both sides, except for like even the white. Basically, what you don't want is like one side to be green, one side to be white. So even though I don't like the color on this, yeah, so that's really important when you're looking for your scrapbook paper. But there's so many beautiful scrapbook paper out there, and as long as it's like glitter and shiny, it's automatically fancy. And then after that, it's just like some scissors, pencils. The rest is just sort of like
things that you have at home already.
Around. Like I borrowed some of my son's glue sticks, and that's really it to kind of get started.
You know you're doing great crafts when you're borrowing your kids glue sticks.
Yes, I know, and saving money while you're doing it too.
Okay, so the first thing that we need to do, you mentioned, is to create a template to start drawing these Christmas trees.
Yes, so the template is for you guys online. So just go to hallmarkchannel.com. So I'm going to give you an idea. So there's 2 of them on there. So what you want to do is actually print it out.
Okay.
And one way to do it is you can actually print it out onto your scrapbook paper.
Straight onto the paper if your printer allows you to do that. I love that.
Exactly, and here's another way to show you as well. These are the smaller trees. Both of these are going to be online for you. Like I said, hallmarkchannel.com. And that's where you could get started with that. For instance, though, if you don't have that as an option or you have larger scrapbook paper, what you can do is print it out and create a template. Now, I created a template. It was the same one, but I actually did it on some cardstock because it's easier to trace cardstock.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
And just kind of getting more bang for my buck too. With I have 1 sheet of scrapbook paper, but I'm going to get two trees out of it. So really, just tracing the trees like that. And you just use a pencil or whatever, but you could, the thing about the pencil is you can go in and erase if you need to. Exactly. And you just do that so that you can, and cut them out, and you have your beautiful trees just like that.
I love it. You cut it out and you get several trees, but you say once you've got them all cut out, it's all about folding them correctly. This really comes together when you get the perfect fold going.
You want the perfect fold, and
okay.
I will tell you, I was really inspired by seeing some origami trees that were online, and I was just like, okay, but I'm not going to do the origami because I just don't have that kind of patience. So I will show you how you can go about getting the fold to create these trees that sort of have that origami look.
Okay, I'm going to follow along with you with the red one here.
Yes, I have a red one here for you.
Okay.
So a good idea is that you can actually use a ruler, and what this does is it helps you kind of find the center and creating that beautiful, just nice clean fold.
That's right. So by using the ruler, you know the fold is going to be nice and sharp and clean.
And straight.
And straight.
So after that, you just fold it, and you kind of just go back down with your hands and make sure it's all lined up.
You found the perfect center point. I didn't.
I've made a lot of trees. It takes, I for real, made all those trees. So if you want, you can always have a little bit of practice, but it's paper.
There we go.
So you could always refold or cut it out.
Okay, so once you do that a few times, let's say we've got a few folded, now we've got to put them together. And how do we do that?
Okay, so I'm going to get it started, yours started for you. So we have our folds here. You did a great job, Cam. I'm very proud.
Thank you.
So this is when your glue stick comes into play. You have your glue stick here.
Yep.
And what you do is you actually just take your glue stick, and that is it. And you kind of get a lot on there. Make sure you get your edges. You can always go in and fill.
Okay.
And you could do both sides as well if you wanted, but just to give you an idea.
Then you just match it up.
Line it up.
Please match up. Please match up. Please match up.
And if you don't, you can manipulate it a little bit.
And if you sort of have that mantra, it helps.
Yes.
You end up matching up more often.
And so I'll let you kind of keep going with that if you would like.
But that's the idea. And the way I like your technique of having them flat on the table like this and having them meet, because then you can
that's
really
a good way to get started.
It's a great way to get started.
I will show you. So when you're doing this, you want to have at least 3 trees, but you could do up to 5. So this is what it would look like if there's 3. You can see I have a mix in there. So there's a mix, but if you wanted to do 3, it would look like this.
Okay.
But if you wanted to add like a 4th in there, what you do, you kind of see the process here. This is all dried. You just grab a little bit more of this, and this is how you finish it. So you can see I have both ends here, and you just want to do both sides. And that is as simple as it is.
Okay, so when you're ready, you can keep adding trees to your heart's content, and then when you're ready,
Yes.
then you just kind of close it up.
You close it up and you have it here. And what you could do too is you could always go in with your scissors and clean up any ends that you need that don't match up. So if, for instance, you did maybe fold one a little bit more one way or the other, just take your scissors and go in. For instance, you could just see here, and you kind of just go in
and you just fix it up.
a little.
I might need to do a little bit of the trimming for mine, but I mean, not bad.
That
Not
was
bad.
speed. Oh my!
God, you didn't even know I was doing it right now. Okay, so
I'm actually really impressed with that.
how do we do the fancy little details on top, the glittery stars?
The glittery stars. So if you just want to do a glittery star, all you need to do is grab a glue dot, or
Okay.
you could grab some glue, and you kind of just put them together like that. And I'm going to pop this just at the top. So it's just
see
scrapbook
what you're
paper
doing.
with a little bit of a glue dot.
And it just sits on top.
And it just sits on top like that. And that's
Maria,
it.
Maria, Maria.
Yep.
I love it.
It's pretty.
Merry Christmas,
And
everyone. Fantastic. For more information, download the template and everything else
Yes,
at hallmarkchannel.com. All the info will be there.